The woman who waited. In a small town, there lived a young woman named Amara. Amara was known for her kindness and patience. Every morning, before the sun rose, she would wake up, sweep the front of her small house, and prepare breakfast before leaving for the market where she sold fruits. Life was not easy for her. She lived alone with her little son, Daniel, who was only 6 years old. Ever since her husband traveled to the city in search of work and never returned, Amara had carried the burden of the home on her shoulders. Still, she never complained. Each day, she worked hard at the market, smiling at customers and calling them over with her warm voice. Fresh oranges. Sweet bananas. Come and buy. People loved buying from her because she was honest and cheerful. But behind that smile was a heart full of worry. Her son often asked, "Mama, when is Daddy coming back?" And every time, Amara would force a smile and reply, "Soon, my son. Very soon." Though deep down, she was not sure. Months turned into years. Many people in the village whispered that her husband had abandoned them. Some even advised her to remarry. But Amara refused. She held on to hope. One rainy evening, after returning from the market with barely enough money to buy dinner, she sat quietly in her room. Daniel was asleep beside her. The sound of rain hit the roof as tears rolled down her cheeks. She was tired. Tired of struggling. Tired of waiting. Tired of pretending to be strong. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Knock. Knock. She wiped her tears and stood up slowly. At the door stood a man, drenched in rain, carrying a small bag. For a moment, she could not recognize him. Then he spoke softly. "Amara." Her eyes widened. It was him. Her husband. Older. Thinner. But it was him. She stared in shock. "Where have you been?" she asked, her voice shaking. The man lowered his head. "I was ashamed to come back empty-handed," he said. He explained that things had gone terribly wrong in the city. He had lost his job, fallen sick, and struggled for years to survive. He had wanted to return many times but shame held him back. Amara looked at him for a long moment. Anger and relief battled within her. Then Daniel woke up and walked to the door sleepily. He looked up at the stranger. The man knelt down. "Daniel. I'm your father." The little boy stared for a moment, then smiled. "Mama said you would come back." At those words, Amara's eyes filled with tears again. This time, tears of joy. She stepped aside and said softly, "Come inside." And as the rain continued to fall outside, the broken family sat together once again, hoping to rebuild the years they had lost.